back, but he was able to escape just barely, and Hades picks up the first Lord of the game.
Wow, not following up on that final slash, even though he was the sacrificial lamb in the previous moment.
Wow.
Yet, Apbren having Lolzy out of the formation, having Lolzy away from his own teammates, and even melted down. He didn't use his ult quite good enough. So, Team Apbren, that was the window.
I was baffled. You can hear the hesitation when I was asking them. The final slash took them away from the heavy spin. What happened?
There's a disconnect here.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you gotta credit Team Flash because Adamir getting that first blood against Flapteezy, I feel like he's just been living in this nightmare so far in this game. Flap has not had a good time for this, and that was off the whims of Adamir getting that first blood, and now he's just, you know, freely riding the waves of sand around, you know, all parts of Apbren. So even in situations like this, if they get sandwiched in to a turret cut off, it's going to be troublesome for them. So with that first Lord marching in, you know, relatively you're not expecting a ton of damage to these base turrets, these inhibitor turrets, but right now it's looking interesting how they're going to go for it.
Yeah, really pushing out of the map. That's what I want to see. Oh, he didn't commit to it.
It's a bit too risky, I believe, inside of the base of Apbren with just the first Lord. Oakland finds a Tyrant's Revenge. The final slash only really connecting onto the minions. Meanwhile, all tier 2s taken and dealt with by Team Flash. A few shots from Pew only onto Adamir. Team Flash will just disengage. They'll take everything in the enemy jungle, though.
Relocating is a key for Team Flash because with having that Lu Yi and having the ultimates out of the boundaries, out of the vision of Team Apbren can actually make a solid backdoor with Lolzy's engage and also the rest of the, I would say, the pack, because Team Flash are working right now as if they were one man.
Oh, something interesting here, and that I've always said about Apbren, even back in when, you know, it was really relevant and in ISF, the way that they like to play it, it was usually they were securing all these objectives early on, the 8-minute to 9-minute mark. They usually got a kill, they transitioned to the first Lord, and then they dominated from there. Right now, I just feel like this Lu Yi pick and everything else, the execution from Team Flash has completely disgruntled Apbren to the point where they're just like, man, what is going on? There's diversion after diversion. We don't know where to look, and they're struggling with it, right? So if that's the game plan for Team Flash to kind of just leave Apbren guessing, then it's working right now. And if they can keep it working, Hades going to jump in.
Spatial migration onto Kyle, still able to dash out quite easily out of that one.
Well, speaking of where to look, actually I've just have a quick look at the itemization coming from Kyle TZ. He doesn't have the gold enough, I would say. Half items coming from the side of the Akai, and he is 3K behind.
And 2 levels
Hades
down as well.
Yeah, that's a gap to talk about.
Bro, this is not what you usually see from this team.
Well, right now, again, diversion is something, Lu Yi is not something we usually see, but it's working wonders right now for Team Flash, and this is another Lord that could just go in the hands of Team Flash.
For free, the Bennett's Rage comboed in. Hades used the red tree. That's perfect calculation. You might say, hey, it should be going to the jungler. No, as long as it goes to Team Flash, it's a win.
Okay, so Yasuo, since that's another Lord in the hands of Team Flash here, how's the defense looking? How's the high ground and everything else for Apbren to defend against this next Lord marching on the top?
We have spoken a little bit about Team Flash when they go to defense, but they don't look like they are going to defense anytime soon. Apbren, if we look at them, they have that crowd control. They can push the minions away. They can make a little bit of a mess, I would say, in terms of the final slash. But is the clearance enough? I don't think so. I wouldn't recommend having a Claude to rely on in the defense phase. But that's what we have, or that's what Team Apbren have, and that's what they should work with.
We'll see if they can make it work for them as they get prepped up and ready. Already losing that top turret. Lord's got to be worked on. Let's see if they put the pressure here in the mid lane. Ogwin.
Ooh, final slash. Flicker this time it connects onto the back of the blazing duet from Marco. Was perfect. It finds Annex. It's only Flap who's a sacrificial lamb. 7th time this game. If they lose a base turret, it will still be worth it for Team Flash. And that's exactly what happened.
I wouldn't
7 times, man.
7 times. That's
I wouldn't feel good. I wouldn't feel good dying 7 times for the team, to be honest. But seems like this is what Flapteezy have to do. But again, answering your question, Naisu, the crowd control is the only thing that can make Apbren pull out a good defense.
Well, once again, they lost those 2 base turrets, right? We talked about this a little bit even last series.
Oh,
with
relocation.
Oh, dive.
Relocation.
They're going to go up top. This is dangerous. They find Marco. Oh, okay, he knows.
That's how you do it. That's how you utilize the jungle creeps, man.
Good check. Spot it out, right? So, going back to it, Flap TZ, I feel like at this point in the game, you just got to do that. If you can give, who cares about the KDA at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's all he has to do is get a good final slash off. That would turn the tide of some of these fights because so far, Super Marco's actually done a pretty good job farming up, getting to where he needs to be on this Claude. Given the situation, given the fact that they are down quite a bit of gold at this point. So if they're able to find some type of setup here, that could be a problem for Team Flash, and things could quickly flip over. But that's why you see them really trying to find moments here. Ogwin, even himself, looking for where is the...
What?
Oh.
That's a flicker implosion. Ogwin has tough boots. I'm not too sure if that was the right target. Ogwin now going onto the tank as well. Whoa, good final slash, no follow-up just for now. Lolzy going to be chunked very low, but a BMI gets Super Marco all the way back. It was almost that immortality taken out by few. But for Team Flash, they'll just disengage. Adamir opens up that bush, spotting Calteezy in the mid lane. Going to be taken down. Heavy spin. Adamir Hades finds a violent requiem and is instantly followed up with a dispersion. Not enough damage, but it's enough right now. Ogwin still able to survive. Jay in the back.
Oh my god.
He goes in all alone, 1v5. Jay, you're a mage, you're not an assassin. He gets the winner in time, but what was that?
That was a bad decision. That was a bad decision by Jay, and this was the window for Team AB.
No.
Did you see the amount of ultimates wasted by Team Flash at this team fight?
That's when you want to feel like a hero moment, you know? It doesn't work out. So now with that, as I was just saying earlier, a moment can flip this game around. And Apbren right now is going to go ahead and dominate this side of the Lord.
Oh my god, Apbren are looking good on this Lord. They will take that second. Oh, it's not... Is it an evolved Lord? I didn't notice when did it start, but let's see together how it look like. Well, speaking of the items, because it popped off on the screen in the middle of the team fight, I saw that blade armor is being prepared by Lolzy, which is a really good thing when you are facing that Claude. But not just that, there were some penetration items stacking up with the Genius Wand, also following with the Holy Crystal from the Luyi. So the team, we now can see that the items. So Luyi does, she is stacking up some of the penetration, but she might sell this this freeze item just to add upon more damage. The defense is one of the best cases that Team Flash can do, or like one of the best situations.
And once again, they get prepped and ready. Taking these tier 2 turrets down, they're going to work on the top side as well. Lord making its way there. Apbren getting in a position to assault the base of Team Flash. It's been 19 minutes, and in a matter of a couple minutes, they've flipped this game around. Finally garnering themselves a small lead themselves. Again, diminishing the 7,000 gold lead that Team Flash had when they were knocking on the base of Apbren. So they'll manage the waves here. And we'll see if they try to punch this one in, and what can Team Flash do here?
It's so hard when you see that the tables turn, and now it's turn for Team Apbren to go in, but yet they didn't use that Lord for taking anything more. That one inhibitor turret, 19 minutes in, 20 minutes in, and this game is just getting started.
Team Flash gets outscaled, right? You gotta remember that here. There's a Claude, there's a Nofaria.
Yeah.
And for Hades, he's going to be able to tank some things, some damage. The Raging Sandstorm doesn't connect. Flapteezy! Final slash, and this time it is into the heavy spin. He's found the mistakes and he's learned from it. Super Marco picks up a double. He's going to be the global representative of KDA. Doesn't matter.
KDA doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Waited the whole game. You know, he's gone down multiple times, and he waited for that moment. He got it, and now Apbren making the way down the middle. Are they going to punch it in?
Ogwin with that flicker, unable to find the combo just yet, but Apbren have taken everything. It's another final slash from Flapteezy. This time onto Hades. He buys the winner truncheon, he pops it in time. Flapteezy, one last hit is all he needs. Kyle finds the shutdown. Vanix now in the back. It's an implosion in desperation. It's a wipeout for Apbren. 0-7 win. Wow!